like I tell you where I am, I'm never coming back home.
I just got home from work and found your room empty. Did something happen? Please, talk to me.
Nothing happened. I just don't want to be trapped here anymore.
Why are you suddenly saying this?
I've been thinking about this for months. Every day I watch you working overtime, then coming home to take care of Dad. It's suffocating.
We're family, Rachel. We're supposed to help each other through hard times.
I don't want to get caught up in any more troublesome situations, so I'm leaving everything to you, Sarah.
What did you say?
You're better at handling all this anyway. You always were.
That's not true. I'm struggling too. I'm just trying my best.
I never thought things would turn out like this. Our family used to be well off. Dad was an executive at his company, but after that car accident, he needs constant care. He had to quit his job, and now our family's facing financial ruin.
That's why we decided to help each other as a family, remember? We agreed to work together so we wouldn't end up in financial trouble.
Easy for you to say. You've always been the responsible one.
I'm not asking you to handle everything. Just help where you can.
No matter how much we cooperate, it's impossible. Mom's mental health is deteriorating from the shock of Dad's injury, and a carefree housewife like her is useless in this situation.
Don't talk about her like that. Anyone would be devastated if someone they love was seriously injured.
You always defend them. What about us? What about our lives?
We can still have our lives while helping our family.
The only ones left who can do anything are you and me. But I want to spend my money on myself and have fun, so I'm leaving all the troublesome stuff like caregiving and house matters to you.
Are you kidding me? You're just dumping all the problems on me?
You act like I'm being selfish, but what about my dreams, my future?
We can figure out a way to balance everything.
But you've always been smarter and more capable than me. You'll be fine on your own.
Please come back, Rachel. I understand feeling scared and wanting to run away, but we can use government services to reduce our burden. Can't you try to work with me on this?
I've already made up my mind. I've packed everything I need.
At least tell me where you're going. I need to know you're safe.
Nope, I hate putting in effort, so you can use whatever services you want and handle it all by yourself, Sarah.
How could you?
Look, you're good at this stuff. You actually care about taking care of them. I don't.
That's not true. I know you care. You're just scared.
Stop trying to analyze me. I'm done with all of this.
What about your job? Your friends here.
I've already quit my job. Found a new one somewhere else.
You planned this all along?
Well then, take good care of Mom and Dad.
Rachel, please, just talk to me. We can work something out.
There's nothing to work out. I'm turning off my phone after this. Don't try to find me.
Please don't do this. I can't handle everything alone.
You won't be alone. You have Mom and Dad. That's what you want, right? To be the perfect daughter?
That's not fair. I'm just trying to help our family survive this.
Well, now you can be the perfect daughter without me getting in the way. Goodbye, Sarah.
You did great today, handling both the funeral and your duties as the chief mourner. I've paid the funeral home staff.
Thank you. And James, thank you for helping with everything today.
I was just supporting you, Sarah. You must be much more exhausted. I was thinking we could just get takeout for dinner tonight. Maybe stop by the supermarket?
That would be such a help. I'm craving a chili con carne. I'm so tired, I need some comfort food right now.
Did you remember to eat anything since this morning?
No, I couldn't think about food. I don't even know what we have in the fridge.
Don't worry about that. I'm already making a list of stuff to buy. Do you need any other groceries while I'm there?
Just the basics. We've been so busy with the funeral arrangements.
Got it. Let's just rest for today. We can handle the other paperwork tomorrow and later.
Yes, I've done enough for today.
You want me to start sorting through your dad's documents tonight?
Not tonight. I need a break from paperwork. I'll get back to it tomorrow.
Of course. I'll help with everything too, though you've already taken care of most things bit by bit.
I learned from Mom's passing. It's easier to handle these things gradually, in advance.
You've become an expert at managing everything alone.
Well, I'm the only one who can. You have to prepare these things in advance. And the sister who I'd like to rely on still won't answer any of my calls, so it's all up to me.
Your sister didn't come to the funeral either, huh?
No sign of her, just like with Mom's funeral.
Maybe she didn't get the message?
I don't know. I sent her a message about today's funeral, but I never thought she wouldn't even come to our parents' final farewell.
Well, she's been out of contact for 10 years. Maybe she didn't know how to face everyone after all this time. I bet she'll at least visit the grave privately.
You're always trying to see the best in people.
Someone has to balance out your pessimism.
That's true, but I highly doubt it. She's always only thought about herself.
All right, let's not think about her tonight. You need rest.
You're right. I just keep checking my phone, hoping she'll respond.
I know you do. I see you checking it every day.
Old habits die hard, I guess.
Well, I'll see you later then. I'll head straight back after shopping.
Drive safely. The roads are slippery after the rain.
I will. Try to relax until I get back.
Thank you, James, for everything.
Always. That's what partners are for.
Hey, Sarah. It's been a while. Thanks for reaching out about the funeral. Sorry I couldn't make it.
Wait, Rachel, is that really you?
What's with that reaction? You're the one who contacted me.
I've been trying to reach you for years.
Well, I've been busy with my own life.
But you never reply or answer calls. You weren't reachable when Mom passed away right after you left, and now you didn't even come to Dad's funeral.
I actually wanted to come this time, but I had something else to do.
10 years, Rachel. 10 years without a word.
Don't start with the guilt trip. I had my reasons.
There's nothing more important than your parents' funeral. Well, since you've contacted me, are you coming back home? At least to visit their grave?
Nah, visiting the grave seems like a hassle. I'm not interested in that stuff.
What?
Don't act so shocked. We both know why I'm messaging now.
Actually, I don't. Why now?
I was planning to come back home once for the inheritance. There should be a meeting with Dad's lawyer, right? Mom was just a housewife, so there probably wasn't much inheritance then. But Dad was different. Being a former executive, he must have left quite a bit of assets.
You disappear for 10 years, and that's the first thing you ask about? Not even visiting their grave, but jumping straight to inheritance talk?
Why waste time with small talk? We're not close anymore anyway. It's important. As a daughter, I have inheritance rights too.
Well, yes, but...
Don't try to deny my rights. I've done my research.
I'm not denying anything.
Hey, come on. Roughly how much inheritance is there? Just give me a ballpark figure.
Huh?
Stop playing dumb. You know exactly what's left.
I'm just processing that this is really happening.
I mean, Dad had to quit before retirement because of the accident, but when he was healthy, he was a company executive and earned quite a lot. Plus, our family was wealthy to begin with land and apartment buildings and other real estate, right? There must be quite a substantial inheritance.
Yes, all the real estate inherited from our grandparents was kept intact, and they always said they'd keep it for us.
Right. They used to say that all the time. This looks really promising. So, all of Dad's inheritance will go to me then.
What? All of the inheritance?
You seem surprised. Did you think you'd get it all to yourself?
I never said that.
I know all about it, Sarah. You got quite a bit of financial help from home while I was away, didn't you?
What?
You got married during these 10 years, right? I heard rumors that Dad paid for everything. Your wedding and even your new house with your husband.
You seem well informed. Actually, what you're saying is true. They did pay for everything.
Must have been nice, getting all that money while I got nothing.
You chose to leave, Rachel.
I didn't get a single penny, and that's not fair. So it's only right that I get all the remaining inheritance.
Not fair. I was the one doing all the caregiving that you abandoned. Dad offered to help with those expenses as thanks for my daily care.
Oh, playing the martyr card now.
It's not a card, it's what happened.
If I had known there was money involved, I wouldn't have run away. If someone had told me, I might have come back. Then you wouldn't have had to do all the caregiving alone. Sarah, you never told me anything.
Don't try to change the story after the fact like that.
You should have told me about the money.
You never answered my calls or messages.
Anyway, the inheritance is going to be mine. I know taking care of Mom and Dad must have been tough, but you've already gotten plenty of benefits from that. Hand over all the assets to me. You've already received your share through lifetime gifts, so deal with it.
Fine, gladly.
Really? That easily? What a stupid sister. Whatever. This works out great for me if you're not going to make a scene.
Excuse me?
I took a screenshot of that as evidence. You just said you'd give me all the inheritance. No taking it back now.
Of course I won't take it back. I'll give all of Dad's inheritance to my sister Rachel. Happy? Like you said, James and I received plenty during their lifetime, so I don't need to be greedy.
Finally seeing sense, are you?
I'm just agreeing with what you want.
You better keep your word, even if you find out that Dad's land has greatly appreciated in value.
Oh, has it?
Actually, as soon as I got your message, I started researching. Instead of going to the funeral, I was checking the prices of Dad's land and real estate.
So that was your important business that kept you from the funeral?
Business is business. This was more important.
More important than saying goodbye to Dad?
Anyway, guess what I found out? I was pretty shocked. There's been a real estate bubble, and the prices are insane. Land that was worth $100,000 10 years ago is now worth about $300,000.
It's gone up that much?
Don't pretend you didn't know. You've been here the whole time.
Well, I had 100 other things on my mind.
I'm going to sell everything as soon as I inherit it. Let me say this one more time. All the inheritance is mine. Sarah, you just said you'd give everything to me, so don't try asking for anything later. I won't share a single thing.
That's fine. I don't want any of it. You can have everything. The remaining small savings and all the debt that exceeds it.
What?
You heard me correctly.
Stop joking around.
I said I don't hold back. Hurry up and inherit it. I really don't want any of it.
Wait, Sarah, what do you mean by remaining small savings? And did you say debt?
That's right. That's all Dad left as inheritance.
Stop lying! You're just trying to trick me!
Why would I lie about this?
What are you talking about? We were always a wealthy family. Dad was an executive with an annual income in the hundreds of thousands. And he had lots of assets, including land and real estate.
Yes, we were. In the past. But things changed dramatically during these 10 years you were out of contact.
Nothing could have changed that much.
You'd be surprised.
What?
You remember how Mom's mental health deteriorated after the shock of Dad's accident. Then she got sick soon after, which made things even worse. As a result, she started spending money compulsively to cope with the stress.
What? Mom did that?
Where did you think all that money went?
Mom would never do something like that.
You weren't here to see it happen.
What about the properties, the investments?
Dad converted most of our real estate to cash as a precaution, and then Mom started spending that money like water. Sometimes she even bought suspicious, expensive vases from scammers, saying things like, "This will cure both your illness and improve your husband's condition."
You've got to be kidding me! What were you and Dad doing while Mom was spending like that? If you noticed her wasteful spending, you should have stopped her right away!
We tried everything we could think of.
Obviously not enough!
Of course we tried to address it. We tried to stop her from spending many times, but once the habit set in, it wouldn't stop.
No way!
Dad and I discussed it and took away her wallet and bank books, but that just made things worse. She started turning to loan sharks behind our backs.
You're lying!
I wish I was. The loan sharks started showing up at our door.
This can't be real!
I was busy every day with work, housework, and caregiving, and Dad didn't notice Mom's loans either. By the time we realized, the amount had ballooned to an enormous sum. She had even secretly sold off almost all our remaining real estate.
Almost all of it? So what I can inherit is...
Like I said at the start, a small amount of savings and debt that exceeds it.
No way!
Now you understand why I'm not fighting for the inheritance?
Don't mess with me! I don't want an inheritance like that!
But you were so happy about having it all to yourself just a moment ago.
There must be something left. Some property we can sell?
Feel free to check the records yourself.
Just to confirm, there really isn't anything else? No chance there's still some land or real estate left somewhere?
If you're concerned, check for yourself. Even if anything is left, I have no intention of inheriting it. Well then.
This is the worst! I checked and there really aren't any valuable assets left! Sarah, you got your wedding and new house paid for, so you're the only one who benefited! That's not fair!
So you finally checked the records.
I spent days going through everything. How could this happen?
Now you know I wasn't lying.
You must have hidden some assets somewhere!
What can I say? I sacrificed my time and life to provide care. If you think about it, a few $100,000 was a small price to pay to escape from dealing with our parents' care.
Don't turn this around on me!
I'm just stating facts.
What? Simple caregiving isn't worth that much! You got way too much!
Simple caregiving? I can't let that comment slide.
What's there to slide? Anyone could do it.
You didn't.
Huh?
Yes, I received a lot of money, and I understand why you're jealous. But don't you dare say that it was simple so casually. You have no idea how anxious, difficult, lonely, and painful it was when you suddenly ran away and dumped all the responsibility of caring for both parents on me. Someone who just ran away has no right to dismiss it as simple caregiving.
What's with you suddenly getting angry?
I've held this in for 10 years.
Oh, poor Sarah, always playing the victim.
You have no idea how many times I cried in secret so that Mom and Dad wouldn't notice. If it weren't for James, I would have broken down. It's thanks to his support that I managed to get through these 10 years. He did what you should have been doing.
There you go again, Saint Sarah.
You wouldn't understand what it's like to watch someone deteriorate day by day.
Shut up! Stop preaching at me, idiot! You two just got all that help and had it easy!
Easy? Try watching Mom cry every night.
That's it! I'm not coming back home after all! I won't inherit anything, and I don't want to talk to you anymore, Sarah!
Finally showing your true colors again?
My true colors? What about yours, acting all high and mighty?
Oh, is that so? I'm not afraid of losing contact with you anymore. In fact, let's make it official and cut ties completely.
Perfect! That's exactly what I want!
At least you're honest about something.
Hey, Sarah, there's something I need to ask you about.
What? Don't contact me when we've cut ties.
Please, it's important.
Everything's important when you need something.
Don't say that. This is an emergency. Don't abandon your only sister.
Emergency?
These papers came in the mail about Mom and Dad.
What papers?
I suddenly received documents about Mom and Dad's debt addressed to me. When I read them, it looks like I have to repay them. I panicked and called to ask about it, and they asked me, "Didn't you inherit the estate?" But I didn't do anything. What, is there some kind of procedure needed if I want to refuse the inheritance?
What? You didn't even know about that?
Stop acting surprised and help me!
You really didn't research anything about inheritance law?
Okay, so judging by your reaction, there was something I had to do. But we can still fix this, right? I just need to sign some documents and I can refuse the inheritance now, right?
You never bothered to look into this before demanding everything?
Just tell me we can fix it.
Nope, it's too late now. It's more than 3 months since Dad passed away. You can't refuse the inheritance anymore.
What?
The law is very clear about this.
Wait, what exactly does this mean?
This means you've inherited everything from our parents, both the assets and the debts.
No, there has to be a way out!
There isn't.
What do you mean? What procedure? If I had done it earlier, could this have been prevented?
Yes, refusing inheritance requires proper procedures. You need to file paperwork and submit it to various places, and it must be done within 3 months. After that, you automatically inherit everything.
Really?
But you were too busy checking property values to look into the actual legal process.
Why didn't you warn me about this? Did you do all of that?
Of course, I did my inheritance refusal procedure right away, so I'm not responsible for any of the debt.
You knew! You knew and you didn't tell me!
I'm not your legal advisor.
This is ridiculous! In that case, Sarah, you need to take responsibility for all of this!
Excuse me? Why should I?
Because you didn't tell me about something this important! It's all your fault! It's unfair for you to escape and dump everything on me!
That's rich coming from someone who ran away and dumped all the caregiving on me!
That's different! Come on, take responsibility! Pay at least half of Mom and Dad's debt!
You're unbelievable.
Sarah, you have to pay for all of this!
No, she has no obligation to pay, so I won't let her pay or take any responsibility. You've already cut ties, so please stop involving my wife.
Huh? My wife?
Hello, I'm James, Sarah's husband. We've never met directly before, so sorry for the sudden introduction.
So you're Sarah's husband? Don't butt in suddenly. This has nothing to do with you.
Actually, it does. As Sarah's husband, I need to protect her. I love her caring nature, which is why I've continued to support her. I worked hard alongside her through everything, the caregiving, the funeral, all of it.
Is that so?
You weren't here to see what she went through.
Oh, another lecture about poor Sarah.
Sarah really did her best alone. If it were me, I would have cut ties immediately with a sister who went no contact after running away. But she never blamed you, saying, "I understand wanting to run away." Someone like that has finally decided to cut ties with you, so now I'll be her shield. I won't let her life be controlled by you anymore.
Ugh, acting like Sarah's knight in shining armor.
That's right. Sarah is too kind and might forgive you again, so this knight in shining armor will be stepping in from now on.
Well then, Mr. Knight in shining armor, do something about this inheritance situation. If you do, I promise I won't contact Sarah again.
It's amazing how you can still talk down to us from your position.
Shut up! Just fix the situation! Aren't you Sarah's knight in shining armor?
Even if you say that, you've already broken into the house and taken valuable items, right? That's already proof that you've accepted the inheritance. So, Rachel, you have no choice but to accept everything.
What? How did you...
The truth is, I actually installed security cameras in your parents' house while Sarah was busy dealing with all the documents surrounding refusing the inheritance. I've heard that empty homes are a target for burglaries, especially after funerals, so I put them in just in case. And then when I checked the cameras a while back, I was pretty shocked to find footage of you breaking into your parents' house.
That's a lie! I had no idea there were cameras!
The timestamps on the footage show exactly when you entered.
You can't prove it was me.
I guess you couldn't give up even when you found out there wasn't the inheritance you expected. You took various valuable items from the house, right? But if you dispose of inheritance property before the procedures, it's considered accepting the inheritance, whether you throw it away, take it, or sell it.
You're making this up!
The law is very clear about this.
Really?
We have you on camera taking your mom's jewelry box.
That was mine to begin with!
Yeah, sure. So please stop blaming Sarah, who properly filed for inheritance refusal. She didn't do anything wrong or unfair. You chose the path of inheritance yourself.
She must have known about this law!
She did her research. You should have done the same.
No way. So what should I do? Should I return what I took?
Even if you return those items, it won't change the fact that you've inherited. You'll just have to work hard to repay it all. If I remember correctly, it was about $600,000. Good luck handling that on your own.
$600,000? That's impossible!
The loan sharks charged very high interest rates, too.
This can't be happening.
As your brother-in-law, I'm going to block you now. Sarah's done enough for her family. I want her to spend time on herself from now on.
You can't block me. I need help with this.
You had 10 years to help. You chose not to.
Wait, please, at least let me talk to Sarah one last time. Sarah wouldn't abandon me like this.
Sarah's right here, telling me to block you already. She says she wants to celebrate our cut ties by going out for some Italian. She's looking up nice restaurants on her computer right now.
No way. Sarah, I know you can see these messages. Please don't do this.
Well, goodbye then. What goes around comes around. This has been quite the learning experience.
My sister Rachel frantically consulted with the court about refusing the inheritance. However, due to missing the deadline and having disposed of inheritance property, her refusal wasn't accepted, and she had to take on all the debt. Rachel threw a fit, saying, "Why should I repay debt I didn't even take out?" and tried to skip town. But modern debt collection agencies are impressive. No matter where she ran, they quickly found her location, and I heard she's now quietly working at a nightclub to pay off the debt.
Sarah, how are things? I've been really worried about you.
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard about the layoffs at James's company?
What about them?
Are you doing okay, Sarah? Didn't your husband Alex get laid off?
What? Alex?
I heard they're cutting a lot of people loose.
Alex hasn't mentioned anything like that.
Haven't you heard anything from him yet? Well, I guess that makes sense. Getting fired is pretty humiliating, so he probably can't bring himself to tell his wife.
Alex tells me everything about work. He's fine.
Are you sure? Because I heard from James that there were major cuts coming.
Look, could you stop talking as if my husband has already been fired? I've heard about the company's situation from Alex. Yes, there were some layoffs, but Alex isn't one of them.
Really? I thought he'd be the first to go.
Excuse me?
Just being honest here.
Why would you think that?
Well, isn't he just getting in the way? I mean, he's working at his brother-in-law's company, your brother's company. As CEO, James must feel awkward having him around. He's basically the biggest burden in the company, right?
Alex works hard and is well respected by his colleagues.
But come on, everyone knows he only got the job because of family connections.
That's not true at all.
Or maybe it's just favoritism? I mean, Alex is technically family to James, so maybe he's keeping him on despite his incompetence.
Oh my, Emma, do you really think that? If so, you're surprisingly clueless.
What did you say? How dare you call me clueless?
You're James's wife, but you don't understand his personality at all, do you?
I understand my husband perfectly well.
Really? Then you'd know he'd never keep someone just because they're family.
Excuse me?
My brother has always been level-headed and efficiency-driven. If I'm going to be blunt, he thinks being considerate of others is a waste of resources.
You don't know anything about how James runs his company.
Someone like James would never show favoritism, even to his brother-in-law. It's amazing how little you know him, considering you're his wife.
You're crossing a line here. Don't forget your place.
My place?
What's with that attitude? Watch what you say. I'm James's wife, which means I'm the CEO's wife at your husband's workplace.
Yes, but before that, you're my brother's wife. Just another in-law.
Just another in-law? I can't believe you'd say that to me.
It's just the truth.
Before any of that, I'm the CEO's wife. I outrank all of you. Don't get cocky, you lower-ranking sister and her husband.
Lower ranking? Really? What time period did you pop out from?
Yes, lower ranking. You and Alex are at the bottom of the family hierarchy. You should be grateful James even gave Alex a job.
Alex earned his position through his own merit.
Keep telling yourself that, but we both know the truth.
And what truth is that?
That without James's charity, your husband would be nowhere.
You really don't know anything about how the company actually works, do you?
I know everything. I'm the CEO's wife.
Being married to James doesn't make you an expert on his business.
How dare you? You'll regret talking to me like this.
I'm just being honest, like you said earlier.
Well, we'll see who's right when the next round of layoffs comes.
Is that a threat?
Just stating facts. Better tell Alex to update his resume.
Sarah, you won't believe the news!
What is it?
Guess what? I might get a whole month of paid vacation! Should we go on an overseas trip, or is there anything you wanted to do?
Really? They're giving you that much time off?
It's incredible, right?
Yeah, that's a huge amount of vacation time.
Well, the company's doing great, and they're really good about giving back to the employees. It's not just me. All employees get similar amounts of vacation time.
That's amazing.
And there's more. They're introducing flexible hours, too.
James is really changing things up, huh?
They keep improving our benefits. The work is enjoyable. It's really the perfect company. I can't thank James enough.
As James's sister, I'm really proud of him for making his employees so happy.
You know, I was nervous at first about working for family.
I remember you were hesitant to apply for the position.
Yeah, but I'm glad I went for it. When my previous company went bankrupt and I had to quickly find a new job, I was surprised to end up at my brother-in-law's company, but now I'm really glad I'm working here.
I'm happy you feel that way, but is everything really okay? You're not just being nice because it's my brother's company, are you?
Not at all. If anything, James is the one being considerate of me.
What? James is?
He actually goes out of his way to treat me like any other employee.
That sounds like him.
But the other employees say he's become more approachable lately. Everyone at the office praised how he handled the recent layoffs. He only let go of problematic employees, even if they had good performance numbers. They say it's hard to believe this is the same CEO who used to only care about performance metrics.
That's really impressive. He used to be so cold and efficiency focused.
The whole office culture has changed.
In what way?
People actually enjoy coming to work now.
Wow, I hate to say this about my own brother, but that doesn't sound like the James I grew up with.
James' reputation in the industry is skyrocketing. He keeps making the workplace better and better.
I can't believe James has changed so much. I was surprised enough when he got married at all, given his personality.
About that.
What is it?
Well, to be honest, I don't think his wife is all that great. Emma's actually got a pretty bad reputation at the office.
Really? Is that so?
She came by again today.
What did she do this time?
She's kind of difficult to deal with. She'll suddenly show up at the office and play CEO's wife, demanding everyone treat her like royalty. If we don't act super enthusiastic around her, she starts yelling.
What? Emma's been doing that?
It's getting worse lately.
How so?
Yeah, and her favorite thread is, "I'll tell my husband about this," so everyone's forced to play along with her CEO's wife act. Then we all end up working overtime because we fell behind on work. And this is happening right when James is trying to implement a zero overtime policy.
I can imagine. She's always been obsessed with being the CEO's wife.
Today she demanded we rearrange the entire break room.
For what reason?
She said it wasn't befitting of an executive's company.
That's ridiculous.
James is usually out of the office at business meetings, so she does whatever she wants. None of us, including me, have the courage to tell him about it. Do you think you could maybe casually mention something to James?
I'd like to help, but if I get involved, it might make things more complicated.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. You're probably right.
She'd just make things worse for you at work.
That's true. You and Emma really don't get along, do you?
She's the one who looks down on me for no reason. How can I get along with someone who makes me so angry?
She just texted you earlier, didn't she?
Yes, about you getting laid off, apparently.
What? But I just got promoted!
That's Emma for you.
Okay, let's drop this topic for now. There's nothing we can do about it ourselves. Let's focus on planning our vacation instead.
You're right. That's a better idea. I'll start making a list of places we want to visit.
I was thinking France?
That would be perfect.
Sarah, where is Alex? Answer me!
What's going on?
It's none of your business. Answer my question. Where's your husband right now? Tell him to come to the office immediately.
What? Alex is on his long vacation right now. We're about to leave for France.
Cancel it, now! This is an emergency!
We're literally at the airport.
Well, cancel that trip. He needs to come to the office right now!
Excuse me?
Don't you understand? This is urgent!
What could be so urgent?
I, the CEO's wife, am calling him in. Your husband is our employee, my subordinate. get him to the office now.
Don't be ridiculous. Yes, Alex is an employee, but he's not your subordinate. Being the CEO's wife doesn't make you an executive. You have no authority here.
How dare you! This is a crisis!
What kind of crisis?
Shut up! We're having a system crisis at the office. That's why I'm personally gathering employees.
A system crisis?
Yes, everything is down!
Shouldn't IT handle that?
Since James is always busy and rarely in the office, I regularly patrol the office in his place. During today's patrol, I noticed that we had a system failure. They're saying it'll take a long time to fix.
Even so, the employees who are currently working can handle it. There's no need to call in someone who's on vacation.
The current staff isn't enough! We need everyone!
There must be protocols for this.
You don't understand. The working employees all have their own tasks. If they deal with the crisis, they'll fall behind on their work. That means overtime. As the CEO's wife, I have to prevent that.
What?
This is for the company's benefit.
By ruining Alex's vacation?
I heard that James has been working hard lately to eliminate overtime. I want to help with that.
So, you're saying my husband should be the sacrifice? Alex is an employee too, but you want him to sacrifice his vacation so other employees don't have to work overtime?
Exactly! Family employees are the most convenient pawns to use.
What?
He should be grateful to help. This is his chance to prove his worth.
He proves his worth every day at work. Why should he have to prove anything to you?
But he can't refuse anyway, right? So understand the situation and cancel your trip so that he can come to the office. Fix this system problem, and then I'll be the amazing CEO's wife who solved the crisis. The employees and James might even praise me.
Sorry, but my husband's not going to the office. We're flying to France and enjoying our vacation.
You can't be serious! Do you know who you're refusing?
Yes, I do.
What? Are you actually planning to refuse my request?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm planning.
Nobody refuses me! Nobody! You'll regret this!
Is that so?
How dare you! This is an order from the CEO's wife. I'm ordering your husband as his employer's wife. If you both disobey me, you'll face the consequences.
Consequences? Like what exactly?
Obviously getting fired! Fired! One word from me to James and it's done. I can make your husband unemployed with just one command.
Oh my, that would be troublesome. The CEO's wife position must be quite powerful.
Finally, you understand! That's right, my position is powerful, so understand your place and obey me! Are you okay with your husband getting fired? You're about to learn just how scary a CEO's wife can be! Now cancel that flight!
No.
What?
Haven't you seen the news yet?
What news? Stop changing this subject!
You really should check it.
Huh?
I understand how terrifying the CEO's wife position is, but that title of yours is about to end today. Actually, I don't think you should be here threatening us right now.
What do you mean it's ending today? And what news?
My brother James is on TV right now. He's announcing his divorce from you.
What? No, you're lying!
It's all over the news.
What? James is divorcing me and announcing it on TV? Why would he do that?
Yes, it's playing on the airport TV right now. There's a huge scandal about a young entrepreneur and a current idol's love affair. I never thought I'd see my brother on TV like this.
Wait, what are you saying? This can't be real.
Want me to send you the link?
Wait a minute. This young entrepreneur you're talking about is James. But James is my husband. And you're saying he's in a love affair scandal with an idol?
Entrepreneurs and idols are a pretty common combination these days. But this case is causing quite a stir because the entrepreneur is married. They even have footage of them leaving a hotel after being confronted by reporters.
What? They were caught leaving a hotel? This must be fake news.
The footage is quite clear.
James wouldn't. He couldn't.
And here's the interesting part. Instead of running from the reporters, he faced them head on. He even declared, "I plan to divorce my wife. I'll pay her appropriate compensation, but afterwards, I'm going to marry this woman, the one that's meant for me. I'm seriously in love with her."
What did you say? He said that on camera?
The clip is trending. I'm wondering if this is really my cold, calculated brother. He looks identical, but he seems like a completely different person.
Wait, hold on. What does this all mean? James was having an affair? And he's serious about his affair partner?
Looks like you're about to be dumped. Then you'll be just an ex-wife, not a CEO's wife anymore. No more ordering people around.
This can't be happening. Not to me.
Just leave the system recovery to the actual employees. You can only play CEO's wife anyway. There's nothing you can actually do. Instead, maybe you should focus on recovering your marriage.
Sarah, please.
Yes?
What should I do, Sarah? James said he wants a divorce. He handed me divorce papers. He said his feelings are exactly what I saw on TV.
Oh, so it's finally happening.
You have to help me.
Why would I do that?
This is terrible. This betrayal, this affair, it's a sin.
You're right about that. No matter what the circumstances or reasons, having an affair while married is absolutely wrong. But public opinion is completely on James and his new partner's side.
What? How is that possible?
Have you checked social media?
No, I've been so lifeless since getting the divorce papers that I haven't even checked social media.
Then you should check quickly. The majority of people are actually supporting James.
What? But I'm the victim here.
The comments say otherwise.
Show me some of them.
They're saying things like, he's admirable for being so honest about it, and if he's taking proper responsibility, maybe the affair isn't so bad.
That's ridiculous! Taking responsibility just means paying money. My broken heart won't heal with that. Supporting a cheating man. What is this world coming to?
There's more.
More?
Various things are being linked to the affair story, like how you've been harassing employees at the company, or how you basically forced him into marriage in the first place.
Who's spreading these lies?
Are these leaks true? That you told James you were pregnant to force him into marriage, then right after the wedding claimed you had a miscarriage? But it was all lies to get married to a CEO? The tabloids are citing information from the CEO's wife's best friend.
No way. That must be Amy. She leaked my information. How could she betray me like this?
So it is true. The family was in an uproar when my brother, who never showed any interest in marriage, suddenly got married. I've always wondered about what led to the marriage. Now I know.
Well, I was desperate.
The internet is going crazy over this tabloid article. They're saying no wonder he fell out of love with such a horrible wife, and his affair partner must have been his emotional support. Come to think of it, I heard James's personality has softened lately. Though it's a pretty complicated situation, I wonder if that was his affair partner's influence.
What do I do? What do I do? Why are they all making me out to be the bad guy? I'm the victim. Shouldn't Shouldn't the cheating husband be the one getting bashed in situations like this?
I guess your daily behavior catches up with you at times like these.
What's that supposed to mean? You're making it sound like my everyday behavior was horrible.
Wasn't it absolutely horrible? If you can't realize that, you might actually be ill.
What? I was just acting like a proper CEO's wife.
By bullying employees?
I was maintaining standards.
Looking down on your in-laws daily, treating your sister-in-law's husband like a convenient pawn. All the evidence is right here in these text messages. Maybe I should sell these to the tabloids too. I could make some nice pocket money.
No, please stop. Please don't make things worse for me. I'm begging you.
Now you're begging? Then stop bothering us during our vacation. We're on a long-awaited break, and I don't have time to deal with you.
Sarah, are you back?
What do you want now?
Could you let me stay with you for a while? I heard you're coming back to the country today.
We are returning, but why our place?
I have nowhere else to go.
What happened?
Actually, I rushed to sign the divorce with James. He said he'd increase the settlement if I agreed to the divorce. But I was tricked. I only got about $300,000.
That still seems like a decent amount, though I guess it's not much for a CEO's wife.
It's nothing at all. Do you know what James is worth?
I have an idea.
It's ridiculously low. James has so many properties and luxury cars. If we split everything properly, I should have gotten at least $5 million.
Well, $300,000 does seem low compared to that.
The lawyers were so mean to me.
What did they say?
When I complained, this scary lawyer showed up and said, usually it's split equally, but it's different when one person is the main earner. He said this applies to company executives and professional athletes. Money earned through individual ability rather than a couple gets special treatment.
I've heard about that. But I've also heard it doesn't matter if you've properly supported your husband. Like if you cooked 3 meals a day and supported his life at home so he could focus on running the company. That gets taken into account.
That's the problem. I spent every day just having fun. I ate out for every meal, and I'm bad at housework, so I just hired a housekeeper. They said I didn't contribute to his success at all.
Well, the lawyer's right about that.
They said I should have only gotten $100,000, but they gave me $300,000 instead. Then they kicked me out. My parents won't even help me. When I tried going back to my parents' house, they yelled, "You've made us a laughing stock," and kicked me out too. I have nowhere to go.
Really? I see. Now I understand everything. But you can't stay at our place. Take your $300,000 and get a long-term hotel room.
What? But we're family.
Are we?
Please, I have nowhere else.
Oh, was I wrong to refuse? But you're not the CEO's wife anymore, so you can't threaten me with "you'll face consequences" anymore, can you?
Well, that's, I'm sorry about before.
After looking down on everyone and treating them like dirt, you really think you can just conveniently get help? Yes, I feel sorry for you, but that's it. I don't have even the slightest desire to help you.
But we were still sisters, even if only by marriage.
Yet, we were never close, were we? Because you always looked down on us. Well, I know things are tough, but good luck with everything. Shortly after, my brother James married the idol from the scandal. Of course, it caused another media frenzy, but surprisingly, his company's stock price skyrocketed. The company kept growing steadily, and my husband got an incredible bonus this year. He keeps saying, "Long live CEO James," with such joy, which makes me smile. As for Emma, she decided to become an idol herself, hoping to marry a young entrepreneur. She debuted under the stage name Greedy Ex-Wife. While she got some initial attention, she never gained any popularity. She even published an autobiography called How I Lost Everything, but it only sold 6 copies nationwide.
You have got some serious nerve. Do you know that? I mean, who do you think you are, making Dad do all of the housework all the time when you're the mom? This is why I'm honestly just embarrassed to be your daughter.
Excuse me, Dot? What is all of this about? What do you mean you're embarrassed?
Well, I had a big test today at school to make a really cute lunchbox, and I was the only one who totally failed. Everyone else's looked amazing. It's all your fault. You're the reason why I don't know how to make anything like that.
Wow, well, that is a pretty unique skill to not have, I guess. But at least it's not often that you do poorly on tests.
Not often? It never happens. I never ever do poorly on tests. I've made it all the way to my final year in middle school, and I've never once failed an assignment. I've only ever been the best in my class, but now I'm the only person who failed this test. Can you even imagine how embarrassing that was for me?
Now, Dot, I really do understand how much it can hurt to get a grade like that, but I really don't see how it's my fault.
I already told you that it's all your fault because you make Dad do all of the housework. Everyone knew how to make really nice-looking lunches except for me because they all had their moms teach them and I didn't. And that's because you never ever make me lunch, so I've never had a chance to learn. And now I've actually failed a test for the first time in my life.
I understand what you're saying, but why couldn't you just have your dad teach you? It might be how all your other friends learned, but your dad is the one who does all of the cooking in our house.
I couldn't just ask Dad to teach me that. He has to focus on getting ready to go to work. But even though he goes to work to provide for us, you still make him do all of the work around the house all the time. Do you really think that Dad would even have time to teach me to do anything with how busy you're always keeping him?
Well, I think you're also forgetting that I have to go to work as well. I get up early in the morning and don't come home until late at night because I'm at work.
That's just an excuse. You're the mom, and that means it's your job to handle all of the housework. You can't be working that hard if all you're doing is going to work and making Dad do everything else. I was asking around at my school, and all the kids say that their dads don't do anything around the house, and their moms take care of it all, even if they have jobs.
Yes, I am sure there are many families that do things that way too.
But when I told them how we do things in our house, all the kids laughed at me and were telling me that we were doing it backwards.
Well then, let me be the first to tell you that our family is not doing anything backwards at all. It's just that I have to work until very late in the day because things are so busy at my company. You know that most days I'm not getting back home until after 10 at night. So I talked to your dad and he agreed to take care of the housework since I was working so many hours.
Oh, just stop it already, will you? Don't talk to me like any of this makes sense. You're just justifying it to yourself.
Excuse me? Do you really think that?
I bet your work isn't even actually that busy. You probably are just horrible at managing your time. Dad always comes back home at the same time no matter how busy his job gets. I know that overtime is only for when you couldn't get your own work done on time and that only real jobs let you go home on time. Dad told me so.
Did your dad really say all of that to you?
That's right. He said that if someone has to do overtime, it's because they weren't doing what they were supposed to do during the workday. And to think that you still make him do all the housework when you don't even earn half of what he does.
How can you say that, Dot?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit a sore spot for you? Do you think you're going well just because you have to work long hours? It's obvious that you're not doing anything right if you're coming home so late. And that's why you make me so embarrassed to be your daughter.
No, just a moment. I don't think that this is any way to be talking to your mother. Do you understand me?
Why? I'm only being honest with you. Does the truth hurt too much? If you don't like what I'm saying, then maybe you should try learning from Dad. If he can work and keep the house taken care of, then so can you. Especially when it's the mom's job to do so in the first place.
Hey, Zach, I was just curious if you got a raise recently that made it so that you were earning twice what I was. Because I thought that you were still jobless after your job downsized and that you were just about to stop receiving your severance. I'm just curious where you got all this money from all of a sudden.
Sorry, what? I don't really get what you're asking me.
Well, you know how we agreed not to tell Dot about you losing your job, right? I've heard that since then, you've been trying to give her lessons on being an adult. But that you've been telling her stuff like that it's embarrassing to have to work overtime and that only real jobs let you come home time on time every day.
Oh, well, I think there must be some kind of misunderstanding.
Because I think that I work my butt off every single day to provide for you and Dot. And it's precisely because I work so hard that I've gotten to where I am in my company. And I've done all of that so that my family won't have to worry about if we can afford the house we live in and eat 3 square meals a day. But now I understand that you're telling her that she should be ashamed of me because I work so hard for you two.
No, Vicky, you've really got this all wrong. I wasn't trying to make Dot think that about you at all. You know that I have nothing but gratitude for all that you do for us. I mean, I don't have a job, so you're doing all the work to support us.
Oh, you mean that you're grateful for all the work that I do for this family? In that case, maybe it's time that we tell her about what happened to your job, no?
You can't be serious about this, right?
I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for you to muster the courage to tell her yourself. But instead, you've just been telling her all this nonsense. She thinks that you're coming home from your job at the same time every day when you don't even have a job.
Well, I really do want to tell her the truth, but she's still so young. And I don't want to negatively impact her development, you know? You know that kids these ages care so much about fitting in, and I would hate to give her another reason to worry about that.
Well, you are right about that. She does certainly seem to care a lot about what her classmates think about her. All her friends were teasing her because their moms have jobs and do all the housework. I assume that in their homes, it's the husband who's the breadwinner there. But Dot seems to be completely upset over the fact that her family might be different.
And you still want me to tell her that her own dad doesn't have a job? I doubt that there's a single person in her classroom who's in the same boat. I'm scared enough just thinking about how she might react if she finds out the truth.
And let's not forget the real reason that you were let go during this recent downsizing. Your boss fired you because you were trying to flirt with his wife. That's the real reason you don't want to talk to Dot about this, isn't it?
Well, come on. How can you bring that up right now?
Because you have to tell her, Zach. She is blaming me for everything. And you also need to find a job so that you can move out and we can get a divorce. You're lucky that I'm letting you stay here while you look for work, but I'm only doing so because you cried and begged for me to. Don't forget that we agreed to split up once you found a new job.
I know. I really am trying to do my best to stay out of your way in the meantime. but it's really hard to find a job.
That's all you ever say, and all the while, you insist in hiding the truth from our daughter. Instead, you just tell her all kinds of nasty lies about the real world, and in turn, she goes and blames our family's problems on me. When are you going to take responsibility for what you did?
Vicky, I actually think I have an idea that might work. What if we don't get divorced?
You can't be serious, right?
I just mean that we're living comfortably on your salary, right? So, what if I just become a house husband and you go to work? That way I can be there for you and Dot from here. You know how sorry I am for what I did with my boss's wife, so please, can't we rethink this whole thing?
No, no, no. 1,000,000 times no. Is that seriously the idea you had? Did you really think I was going to buy that?
Is it really such a bad one?
Of course it's a bad one. You need to grow up and take responsibility for your life, Zach. And you have to tell our daughter the truth about what you did. If you don't, I will.
Hey, Mom, I bet you're not coming home until super late again, right? Well, I just want you to know that you don't have to bother coming home at all. In fact, I never want to see you around here again.
Dot, what are you talking about this time?
I mean that we don't need you in our family anymore. That's why I sent out divorce papers, so that Dad can finally be free from you.
You sent out divorce papers?
That's right. I couldn't just stand around and let you make Dad do all the work around here. You never do anything around the house, and you make Dad do all of it despite the fact that he has to work too. So I went ahead and took matters into my own hands. I knew that you would have to be out of the picture before Dad could ever be happy again.
You mean you really filled out divorce paperwork for your own parents? You took them all the way to City Hall and handed them in?
How else was I supposed to do it? I told them that you gave me the papers and sent me there to turn them in. They didn't believe me at first, but when they saw how well I forged your and Dad's signatures, they bought it. And then they said they would process it right away.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to think. My head is spinning right now. I can't believe that my own daughter would go ahead and do something like this. It's just so ridiculous I could laugh.
The only one who should be laughing here is me. I've finally driven the source of all our problems out of the house. I got rid of the nasty freeloader forcing my poor dad to do so much for nothing in return. You're nothing but a parasite. Do you know that? Now Dad and I are going to be able to live in peace for the rest of our lives.
Actually, I'm afraid that if anyone will have to move out, it's your father.
What are you talking about?
I mean that you were calling me a parasite, but the truth is that your father is the real freeloader here. But if you really want to go and live with him, you can be my guest, Dot.
What kind of game are you playing at here, huh? What do you mean Dad is the real parasite? You're the one that never does anything for the family.
No, you have it backwards again. It's your dad who doesn't contribute anything to us. In fact, I'm paying for everything for everyone in our house. You see, your father's company downsized recently, and he lost his job afterwards. He hasn't been able to find any work since then. I've been the sole provider for our family for a while now.
Wait, Dad got fired? And you've been having to pay for everything?
That's right, although your dad was very insistent that we hide the truth from you, so I went along with it and didn't say anything. But the fact is that your dad was fired about a year ago. You do know what that means, right?
It means that Dad hasn't had a job for over a year, right? But I heard that when companies downsize, they only let go of their worst employees.
That's one reason why people get let go. Sometimes it's because the employees aren't performing well. Other times it's because the company doesn't have enough money to keep paying them. But in this case, it's because your father was having an affair with his boss's wife.
Wait, what?
You're going to get the whole truth from me, okay? Your dad was dating someone who wasn't me. Do you understand? He was going out with his boss's wife, and when he found out, his boss fired your dad.
Wait a second, so then you're telling me that Dad cheated on you?
I know that you might find it hard to believe, but it's true. Since then, your dad and I have been talking about getting a divorce. We agreed to wait until he found a job to do it, since he didn't want to lose me without any source of income. I think he also didn't want to have to pay any child support, so he begged for me to let him stay with us. And he's been a freeloader at our house ever since.
But I had no idea about any of this at all!
But now you tell me that you've gone and filed divorce papers for the two of us. I was really shocked at first, but I'm more happy than anything. I'm finally free from having to take care of that no-good cheat. I was wanting to divorce him for so long, and now it's finally done.
You mean you're happy that I did what I did?
That's right. Now I can finally just focus on my work and how to grow my business. You have no idea how busy it is to run your own company, especially when you're also having to take care of a parasite and an ungrateful daughter.
What do you mean, your own company?
I mean that I'm the president of the company that I work at. I worked hard for 5 years, then I quit and started my own business. It's been growing steadily since then, but I think that your father was jealous of my success. I honestly think that that's why he chose to cheat on me in the first place.
But I don't... What can I even say to all of that? Dad is jobless, and you're the president of your own company? Why didn't I know about any of this?
Would you have believed me if I told you? You seem to be so sure that I was nothing but a poor worker making excuses to neglect my family. You said that I must be because I was always working so late. You have no idea how much that hurt to hear, considering the fact that I was only ever working hard for our family.
No, Mom! There's been some kind of mistake, really!
But now, all those thankless days of hard work are finally over since you filed that paperwork for me. I suppose all that's left now is for you and your dad to pack your bags and move out.
Vicky, please don't do this to me. I heard it all from Dot. I know that she filed a divorce papers and I made sure to scold her for it. So please, can we go to the town hall together and solve this whole mess? We have to tell them that there's been a mistake.
I tried calling them already, actually, but they told me that the marriage had already been annulled and that there was nothing we could do about it. So that's it. We're divorced, Zach.
No! Please say it isn't so. You said we were only going to do it after I found a job, remember?
Well, I wasn't the one who did it. Dot was. Don't try and blame me for this.
Well, then we have to get married again right now.
Are you kidding me?
Of course not. We have to put things back the way they were. We have to stay married until I have a job. Let's get back together.
And just why in the world do you think that I would ever want to marry you again? It's been over a year and you still don't have a job. I doubt you've been looking. I mean, how can you when you spend all your time at those filthy bars?
What are you talking about?
Did you really think that I didn't know about those? After the first few months of you not finding a job, I wanted to know if you were even looking for one. So, I hired a private detective to find out what you do all day.
You hired someone to stalk me?
I hired someone who found out that all you do is waste your money at bars known for catering to lonely men. You never once seriously looked for a job.
No, you don't understand. There's been a mistake.
I'm just grateful that Dot did what I couldn't. But now that it's done, I never want to see you again.
Please, you can't be serious about this, right?
And I am going to be sure to get back all the money I gave you that I now know you just spend at these places too.
Mom, please, you have to help me. Please let me come back home. I want to live with you from now on.
I just got rid of the parasites in my house, and now one is trying to come back? If you try it, I'll spray you like the bug you are.
How could you say that to your own daughter?
You're no daughter of mine.
Please, Mom, I was just confused before. I didn't know the truth. But I don't want to live with Dad anymore. He doesn't do anything all day. He still hasn't found a job. We live in a tiny little apartment with nothing to do, and I hate it. So please let me move back in with you.
I've already given you my answer. I don't care if you are my daughter. The answer is still no.
Please, I'm begging you. I'm so sorry for everything that I said to you. At least pay Dad my child support like you're supposed to.
I actually don't owe a cent in child support. I was excused from having to pay that, seeing as how I always contributed so much to the two of you by myself. You wanted this, and now you have it. So have a nice life. I heard that even after that, Zach still didn't try finding a job. Instead, he took Dot to his parents' house in the country, and the two of them began working for his parents on their farm. Of course, both his parents had heard about our divorce and were so disappointed in their son. Dot was also in for a shock, having only lived in the city her whole life. She had to change schools and is teased by all her classmates for being such a city slicker.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.